board and put them on the website. I don't want you to put them on the website for any other reason than yourself, so that you don't say in 2 months, you know, the workouts are still really hard, and I don't feel like I'm getting any better. The workouts are always going to be hard, okay? I don't care if you are an elite athlete or if you're a person who's never worked out a day in their life. It's going to be just as hard for every person as long as you're trying. So when I do the workout, I'm laying on the ground in a pile of sweat, wishing that I would just fall asleep. And I'm pretty sure most of you end up in a situation like that. You're maybe swearing my name or Jen's name or whoever's name, or why did I come here today? Why did I drink that last night? Okay? But everyone's in that same spot during the workouts. The difference is your numbers will go higher, your times will be faster, your weights will be heavier, and you're going to continue to get a faster recovery. Those are the things that are going to be different. So when we talk about journaling, you get yourself a notebook. Jen has a really nice notebook that she won at the competition. She's going to go grab it. It's from a company called Sports Journals. If you guys are interested after this, maybe we can get an order together or something. I don't know. They get a discount if you order more. But it gives you a really good thing to keep track of what you're doing. And it's not only, I just did 476 reps today. That's not all you write down. There's a multitude of things that go into your workout. Okay? Some days you have a workout and you feel awesome and you're on top of the world and you lift 15 pounds heavier than before, you run faster than you ever have, and you move as much weight that you've ever moved. And then there's other days you do the same type of stuff, you're 20 pounds lighter, your mile time is 30 seconds slower, you just don't have it. And that day is dictated not only by what you ate that day, how you slept the previous night, and how your mood is, but it's the previous days. And you can see the buildup, and you can see that it's going to come and happen, and then you can look back and say, you know what? I had 3 crappy days at work, taxes were due, I missed my car payment because I didn't pay attention to what I was doing, and I was distracted during the workout, and that's why my workout wasn't good. It's not that you're not getting better, you're going to have ups and downs, you're going to have peaks and valleys. You can't have a breaking world record of your own every workout. It's impossible. Otherwise, you would all be at the Olympics in 2012. Okay? Because you would continuously get better every single time. So, when we're talking about journaling, we're looking at our nutrition, our sleep, our stress, our mood and attitude. Okay? Our strengths, our skill, and our why. We do strength, skill, and why. Not all places do. So, maybe today, like today, we just did a really nice long workout. We worked on a lot of different things. We worked on strength, we worked on endurance, we worked on flexibility, coordination, agility, all of those things in one workout. Okay? Sometimes in just one exercise. Swinging a sledgehammer is a lot harder than some of you imagine. Okay?
Well, the thing I like about this is that you can see, okay, did I set a PR today? Okay, I had a great mood, I was low stress, I had 8+ hours of sleep, and I ate really clean. Oh, I set a PR. You can start to see the correlation between how you're eating and sleeping and how you're performing. It's good to keep track of that.
So when we talk about nutrition quality, this is in reference to paleo. If you're not eating paleo or you want a quick refresher, it's very simple. No grains, no dairy, no legumes, no refined sugar, and Jen B, where are you? No what?
No tequila.
No tequila or alcohol. Alcohol is not allowed. So when we're talking about those 5 things, that's what this would be in reference to. Clean would mean you are in the rules. 80-20, not 80% bad, 20% good. It's 80% good eating and 20% off. And then off is, I had chicken wings and tequila, corn tortilla chips with sugary salsa and all that stuff. Okay? So, it's your journal. Don't lie to yourself. Tell the truth. Hours of sleep, 8 to 10 plus. I really don't know anyone who's going to be getting 10 plus. That's more like a coma. Okay? 8, then we got 6 to 8, and then we got less than 5. Remember, 3 nights in a row, less than 5 hours of sleep, you have the reflexes, mental acuity, and decision-making ability of a person who is legally intoxicated, at least. Okay?
Probably.
Make sure you get enough sleep. You can't operate on very little sleep at your highest level. It doesn't happen. If you think you're operating at your highest level, you're not. You could be operating at a better level.
That's when your body's recovering, your muscles are rebuilding. You're not getting enough sleep, you're not getting enough time for your body to actually recover and get stronger?
Stress. Stress is one that people don't understand fully. People think stress is only bad things, okay? You can have plenty of good stress. We have a wide range of people. Getting married or having a child getting married, that is stress. It's a good stress, but it's stress, okay? Having a family reunion, good stress. Doing a race or a competition, good stress. But again, your body can only handle so much good and bad stress. So, we're not only talking about my job sucks, I didn't get enough sleep, I hate my spouse, I'm going to kill my kids, and those things. There's goods and bads, and they will be cumulative. Okay? So, when we say low, medium, and high, it is relative to the person, but it's also including good stress and bad
When
stress.
someone says, I don't have any stress.
They're lying.
Yeah, there's no way.
There is not a person in the world that has no stress. They just might not recognize it. Okay?
They're used to dealing with it for so long, they don't realize how much it can affect them.
Mood or attitude. Good, okay, or bad. You guys know what that is. You know if you got a good attitude, a bad attitude. And you know what? You might have a good attitude for 14 hours of the day, and then something just sets you off and you snap. You go from awesome to a-hole in like a second. Okay? And that's okay. You can write that down. It's not like you can only circle. You can say, I was off because I went to go to work, I put my lunch on top of the car, and I drove off, and my lunch stayed on the ground. Okay? There's reasons why certain things happen. And you need to know those reasons and how you can address them and adjust them. You know, you had a great attitude until my boss told me I'm working on Sunday. That's not cool. So, make sure you have your reasons behind those things. When you're doing strength, skill, and why, bring your notebook in here, write down what it is, or you write it in on the website when you're at home and you wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning to check out what you put up, and you can write it down and then you just fill it in. You know, you can even write down, say, you're doing the deadlifts, and you did 295, you can say it felt light, but you ran out of time. Or 295 was real heavy. You know, not only are you putting down the weight you used, how did it feel when you did it? The workout.
You might not set it here, you might equal to 295 the next time you do it, be like, wow, 295 felt light.
You know, wall balls, 5-minute AMRAP. Did 40 because I smashed my face on the 15th one.
But I finished.
Okay, but I finished.
So there's things that, you know, that will make you feel a lot better.
Skill. First skin the cat. Didn't get it all the way. Sub X, Y, or Z. But you saw that you'll make the progress. So in a month or so, when we come back and we do skin the cats again, and you're like, skin the cats, I did 17. You're like, a month ago, you look back, you're like, holy shit, I didn't do any last time. That's progress. Okay? Don't only think scale. If the weight on the scale doesn't move, I'm not making progress. Because the progress is getting up and down faster, moving faster, having less pain, being able to do things that you were not able to do. The scale can lie to you. Okay? Example. People have said, oh, Dad, you've lost a lot of weight. Or you look like you've lost a lot of weight. I've weighed 205 since January. I still weigh 205. So in 5 months, my weight hasn't changed.
Yeah,
But I'm now wearing pants that I wore when I was 170 pounds. But the scale's not changing. If I only looked at the scale, I'm a failure. If I look at my clothes and how they fit, and I gotta keep buying new clothes because none of my shit fits, that's progress. And I'm getting stronger. So don't just look at the scale. Go home, take your scale, throw it against something hard, and break it. Okay? Use our scale. You won't like it, you just don't break it. Okay? Journaling is very important for also when I say, today, we're doing deadlift. 5, 5, 3, 3, 1, 1. And then you come up and you go, when you finish? Every time. I don't know. It's a weight that you can use.
What did you use last time?
I don't remember.
No, I don't write it down.
Okay? So that way you don't have to look like an idiot or be like, I don't know what's going on. And it's the 47th time you've done deadlifts for 5 reps. And you're still like,
I'm not getting any
what
stronger.
are you going to use? Can I just work with you? And then that's what you do. Okay? So make sure. And for some of you guys who suck at counting, you can do every set. And then instead of being like doing 7 sets, you think, I gotta go again, get out of my way. You do 5 sets and you're done. So it's only helping you in many different avenues. And you can treat it as a diary as well. Write little blurbs at the bottom. Dennis sucks. I hate him. Whatever you want to write. And then you can look through it and keep it. Because it's really cool to see your progress and see your changes. And know the differences. And know where you're
And I
making
know that
progress.
you're it'll keep you guys more motivated to get to your goals and realizing that the small accomplishments are just as important as the big ones.
It's keeping everything on track. Okay? You can write stuff down like, I would think a good one would be water intake. Okay? That's something that's not on here that I think would be good to know. Because water intake, you guys remember from the last seminar, we had those 23 symptoms and they all expressed chronic dehydration. Okay? Inability to lose weight, inability to think clearly, mood, attitude,
So think about
performance.
You're dehydrated and you're not sleeping.
So all of those things are going to interplay. You might find that certain things, whatever, put little inspirational quotes, whatever you want to do. Go home and do an arts and crafts day and make yourself a kick-ass notebook, put your New Kids on the Block stickers all over it, whatever it is you want, and make yourself your own notebook. Okay? Take pride in it. Seriously. Take pride in all the stuff you do. Because you guys are accomplishing all of these fantastic things that you are starting, or some of you already do, take for granted. And you go back to day one when all of you came here, and you saw how you are now, shock and awe. If you did the workout you did today on day one,
Some of you will be hard.
okay, some of you will be, but if you did that workout on day one, think of how you would have reacted compared to how you are today. Many of you are down over 50 pounds from day one. Many of you in this room right now, okay? There's a lot of changes that have occurred. You are in a lot different spots, and you are much more capable of a lot of stuff. Just even this, okay? How many of you, day one, couldn't squat all the way down? Okay, be honest. How many of you now can squat all the way down? Do you understand how imperative that is to having success in your life? Otherwise, you're going to be 80 years old, and you're going to need someone to wipe your ass and keep your cookies on the cover. Patio cookies. So, something as simple as that we take for granted until we don't have it. Because there are people who would kill to be in the position that you guys are in. Literally. People bound in wheelchairs. People who have lost limbs and other things. So, don't sacrifice the gift if you have it. Okay? Questions about journaling? Does that sound like something that it makes sense as to why we would want to do it and how it will be beneficial to you to do it, and it would only help make you better?
Can I add something? Because
Yeah, absolutely.
I do that.
Yeah.
And then I also have a page where I write like my goals, my workout goals, not my life goals. Like I want to do 5 double unders in a row or whatever. And I have like 10 of them. And when you write it down, I think it helps you keep them in your mind. And I've already reached half of them by April.
That's
That we're set for the year.
Those are great.
I write it down.
Goals are
I
fantastic.
gotta get 10 more. That's a great idea. That's an awesome point. Write it down
To
your
build
goals.
on Jackie's goals,
Great idea.
not only should you write them down, but you need to look back at them and make sure you're constantly reviewing them. And to expound upon that a little bit more, you can do short-term and long-term goals. She did hers for the year. She made 10 goals for the year. You can do 10 goals for a month and 10 goals for a year. And then every month you can reevaluate things. And if you met your goal, you can always add another one or just
Or maybe you have some
shrink
big
your
ones
list down.
and you want to take the steps to get there. So maybe I need 5 small goals to get to the big goal. Okay, I want to be able to do a muscle up, big goal. All right, well, I got to do my pull-ups first. I got to do my dips, and then I got to get good transitions. And then you set that up, and then you're like, all right, well, I should be able to do the muscle up now because I got X, Y, and Z.
And it doesn't have to be limited to just exercise or specific exercise. It doesn't have to be muscle ups. It doesn't have to be dips. It doesn't have to be whatever. It could be just like we talked about. I want to be able to get all the way down from the floor, all the way up to the standing position and not be out of breath. I want to be able to make it up a flight of stairs without stopping and running it up. I want to do X, Y,
I
and Z.
want to have a positive attitude 6 days a week when I come in here.
I want to bring in all my groceries from the car in one trip. Okay? Farmer's